token, and then plus for people who design and build out like different things, and like that's how you do it, is like you sell the NTF of different like skins or like different things that you want to do, That's what, like, later on, like, because, in that game, after you get, like, multiple cards, then you could forge them and mint them into more, like, rare cards. Like, if you get, like, 3 or 4 of them put together, then it's, like, more of a rare card. So you keep on, like, doing that, and then now you got, like, something that probably you can't really get,
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
But that's what I was thinking too for like Minds, the card game, is like we should somehow, maybe I was thinking maybe like a few different groups are like have like special abilities somehow, like
Yeah. We definitely want to start to like we got the cards out there now, so like at least some of them. So now we can start adding some abilities and see how it works with them.
Yeah.
Like
in that card game, they break it up into like the different gods, like death and war or whatever. And then I was like, in Minds there's like different like tribes. There's like the creative tribe. There's the gaming tribe. There's like troll tribe, and like these different, and like they maybe with like the groups they have like different abilities, like a trolling card from Meme Wars that like gives you the ability to like get like 2 more cards or something.
Yeah,
the spamming card. The person like loses a turn because like you spam. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like for the imagination group, you can just be like, the player forgets to do something for more.
Yeah, the player gets too high and loses turn.
They lose all ability to imagine their next turn.
Yeah, that would be good. Then, of course, for like Imaginarium, there has to be like some kind of like shroom one where like maybe you get to see like your opponent's like next like 5 cards or
something. Yeah. A grow one at least. Like you gotta have a mushroom that grows, right? A mushroom that like makes you psychic, and then there's got to be a third mushroom. What's the third mushroom? Gotta be in 3s. We gotta come in 3s.
Yeah. Or you could be like Mario, like the third mushroom makes you like grow like double in strength.
Gotta love it. Oh yeah, speaking of Mario, we got Eclipsing Binaries gonna do the Mario theme song.
Okay.
And guitar for us. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. And well, back when we were doing Imaginarium more regularly, like I started using that anchor, because then it, like later it posts it on like Spotify and other things, right?
Yeah. The anchor one, like it goes to Spotify automatically because like it's part of Spotify or whatever, and then
it's on like Google Play.
Yeah, like it pushes. Hold on, I'm pulling them all up. Like it pushes to Apple Podcasts, Google, Breaker, Castbox, Overcast, Pocket Cast, and Radio Public. Whatever those are. Hopefully, but we can get some more listeners. And then like we had ChristNet make us a little promo.
Okay. He's gonna do that.
Yeah, it's not long, so it's just something we can stick like in the middle of our episodes for Minds. So, like, we bring people over to Minds that like might listen to it on wherever listen to podcasts on. So that'll be cool. It'll be weird because like this, like the conversation. I don't know if you're recording this part, but but this won't even come out until like another one is already published on there. So. it'll be interesting to talk about it after there are already episodes on there.
Yeah.
And then I gotta make Christnat's card that's coming out this weekend.
How many cards for a deck have you figured out?
60. We need 60. Well, we're probably kind of close, but you guys still gotta make your trolls and stuff. Like I know you guys made a couple, like the monkey ones.
The monkey one.
Yeah. We gotta put that in there.
We gotta make the mushroom ones.
Yeah, the mushroom ones and all that too. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll get up there pretty quick once those cards start coming out. So yeah, the creator ones, those are nice though. Like, we gotta start making sure people got images, so because the backgrounds on them look nicer than the blank one. And then Bill was talking about the NFTs the other day in Canary.
Oh yeah, what was he saying?
Somebody asked him like if it was something about NFTs came up, and he said that they were coming next year. Or so.
Oh yeah,
we'll see. Yeah, that'll be exciting.
Yes, that'll be interesting how they do it.
Yeah. Mine does things in very interesting ways. It's always fun to watch.
Yeah. What do you actually mean by that, Bill? Do you mean that you just have like an embed from like OpenSeas, or does that mean we can actually like mint it? Or can we mint it, and does that just mean it's on Minds? Like, is it on my MetaMask, or like what the fuck are we doing here, Bill? So that
Yeah. No, I want him to use OpenSea so bad. Like, I don't care if he uses the code from them or if he uses their embed software or whatever. But
ideally, what we want is, we mint that on the blockchain, and then we have access via our MetaMask. And,
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Because the first couple of times it's all right, you get your tokens off chain, and then later on you think, why the fuck why aren't they always on my wallet, right?
Yeah.
Like, why am I having a mediator between this? This sucks.
Yeah. Well, it's nice. Like it's nice to have them in MetaMask, but I don't mind like holding in Minds. But like I don't mind having Minds tokens on Minds. But like it gets complicated. Like I have Minds tokens on OpenSea.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, oh man, I still gotta swap those out. I still gotta do this. I like the default wallet for OpenSea, the Fortmatic one or whatever.
Okay.
I like that wallet. Yeah. I've been using that on theirs now. It's like, because they have MetaMask on there too. You can use your MetaMask. But I wanted to try out the one they recommended. Actually, it's not bad. I like it. It has a lot of little cool things on there. The main thing I like is that the way you log in, like it sends you a key every time you log in, so you don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah. So you don't have to remember your like long passphrase thing, because every time you get a key, and the key unlocks it. So I got a couple of tokens on there for Minds, and a couple. Yeah, I got it on MetaMask too. I got most of my Minds token on MetaMask. MetaMask just works so nice with Minds.
Dude, I don't know. Has anybody moved their liquidity pools to V3? Uniswap? I checked it like a week ago or whatever, and I was like, they're saying like I was going to be like the first one, and I had to pay extra gas fee, and then I tried to check it out, and it was way too high. I was just like, what the fuck? Fuck that.
Yeah, no. I haven't tried the version 3 out yet, so most of mine just been sitting because I don't like playing with the gas fees that much.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. Mine is supposed to implement the version 3 for Uniswap on the network anyway, so hopefully they'll do that. So then I can play with it. Yeah, man. I just been working, and then I wanted to get the podcast started, and then The other episode will come out tomorrow, so it should. I should have set it up so they launch at the same time on Minds and on the podcast. So we'll see if I did it right.
Yeah.
That's right. And then we're all evened out. But they'll be put in the archives if you're looking. So if you're looking on the podcast, the older episodes will be in the archives. That's where we're gonna put them. Yeah. It'll be fun though. I'm looking forward to it, man. We'll have to come up with some good talking points.
Okay. Yeah, especially with
stuff. We made sure to mark the channel explicit, so we're all good there.
We're all good there, yeah. Well, we have to get Eclipse Binary back on, and then maybe
we definitely have to get some guests back on, and then more guests on. Get everybody back on. I know we wanted to take a break and just talk about the Imaginarium and the card game and stuff. So. Which is always fun. We'll continue to do that in the future. So.
We're gonna make sure we keep even if some of these projects are in the back burner, keep them going. Yeah, like I said, when I ran into that game, I was like, "Oh man, this is like what we could do." This is like, because even the episode before with Jesus, he was saying we were just talking about NTS and games and crypto, and then here is little projects already doing things, and it's only going to grow, exponentially from there.
Yeah, but we're I agree with them 100% on the whole. Once game developers start putting crypto into games, it's gonna be a whole new thing.
Because there's already a lot of money in gaming, and this is just more of a streamlined way to get more capital and people being able to do what they already do.
And then if you can attach those items to a crypto block, right? Each item is an NFT, and then your game currency is a crypto. Then
that later you can forge into I think that's the thing later depending on the game is your own crypto could be swapped and traded for something else.
Yeah. So
crazy.
It'll be fun time, man. It'll be fun time. Especially they got to make it so you can take the money out the game though, so you can swap it and trade it outside the game.
Yeah. That's gonna be a whole wild world. There's this other one that I've been playing. There's a casino one. And but they give you their in-game tokens, and so I just been playing with those, of course.
Yeah. I was playing Tropicana 4 or 3 or one of the. It's a building game, me and my building games. Time out for this, but you're building. Pretty much an island, and you got to get your citizens, and you're making money from oil, and so it's just if you could make one of those games into where the money coming in is actual cryptocurrency, then you can take out the game, you're actually mining stuff and actually doing stuff in that gaming atmosphere. That'd be cool. What would we do with all this money though?
That's the thing. Dude, if somehow another wave comes in and all of a sudden we have a little bit of capital, I was telling him we could actually make your cryptocurrency worth 25 cents. And you use that to play arcade games. That would be so fun.
Definitely. You gotta make it into a quarter, man. Make it worth 1 quarter exactly. And if it goes over 100, we're failing.
The first cryptocurrency tied to the quarter. And you type a stable coin for your arcade needs. That'd be awesome.
Oh man, we gotta figure it out now.
Yeah, and that's like the thing is like, dude, like that's not that far fetched. Like they're already like tools, like,
Right.
you know, Uniswap.
Yeah,
It's already ORC 20 token.
Yeah.
It's a few steps away.
Yeah, we're right at that bridge, man. We're right at that bridge.
Especially if we could start minting NTS on mines, like then that's the mines gaming cards are NTFs that are on mines, you know.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Like, and that's why I definitely wanted them to use like the Uniswap and stuff. Well, even if they don't, I can still transfer them over and whatever. It's just gonna cost me money. But whatever. And they will be on mines as an NFT if mines as NFTs.
Yeah. I mean, the best would be, they just somehow do something with integrating, which I think it's, as we all know, mines, that's the most likely path, is that they're going to have some type of OpenSea integration or something. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that is the most likely path they'll take, though.
Yeah.
Thank you. Come back again.
But like when you said you already put some mines on tokens on OpenSea, so like once it has its own ecosystem there, then you're trading the NFTs at least within OpenSea with no gas fees until you take them off.
Yeah, you can store them there and everything, but they don't let you, like, you have to swap them to use them. So it's a little saddening, but if mines implements it, then you'll be able to use mines tokens over whatever you're swapping out for. So that's the goal, man. I feel like even if we make our own, like we have our own token, I want it to eventually be worth something in a mines token, be able to swap it for mines tokens. You know what I mean? And then we can use our tokens for all the games and stuff, and then you can pull those tokens out of the game and put them on the mines, swap them for some mines tokens. Perfect.
Yeah.
We gotta make some great games, though. We need some banging game designers that like to work for free and have faith in cryptocurrency.
Pay in cryptocurrency.
Yeah. You're paid in your work. But
that with that too, I could see even minimal, like there is some way to, we keep on doing this, and who knows what happens, but even without even getting a sponsor or anything like that. Just with our own work, like setting up for me personally, like soon, I think I'll be able to is like set up some liquidity pool for Imaginarium and hopefully see how that works out, and I hope that grows. And then now, we're getting a steady income of disposable mines tokens that we could use in interesting ways. And just see how it goes.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, the thing with the goal here is to make it self-sufficient. Like sponsors are nice to help us along the way if they want to chip in and do this and help give us a boost. But the ending goal is to be self-sufficient, right?
Yeah. And that's the whole thing is like with the goal. Even when we said the sponsor, and all I was thinking was like, okay, this will just speed up the timetable to do the liquidity pool, because the idea behind the liquidity pool is that becomes self-sufficient.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the whole thing. Like we can make our own pools.
And see with depending the competition for the reward pool is always like fluctuating or whatever. But anyways, with that. We're having a steady tokens that frees up us not having to post so much, and then we do these better projects, and then it's like, okay, we're already getting the tokens, and us posting is just posting what we want to do, like
yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's
and even we were talking about that with Minds Plus, like playing the Minds Plus game is like saddening, now. Before it was promising, but now it's just like, dude, I post something pretty good, I think, and it does all right, but I'm only getting like 1 or 2 tokens out of it, and just like, why even do it? Why lock it up in here if I'm getting like the same rate that I would if I don't have it on Plus? Like,
pretty much. Yeah, I like to say that we lock them to add to the Plus content because I think Plus is going downhill a lot. I'm starting to see a little more creative content on there over the last couple of days, actually. Like, I won't lie. But, like, in general, like, it went down a lot. So, I try to add some creative content, but, like, none of our stuff is really locked anywhere. If we release it, then you can watch it somewhere.
But, I mean, the ebb and flow of the creativity always goes with Minds, but it's just, like, people gamed it a little too much, and then it became, like,
no, it's become very gameable, and it's okay to say that because mine's is a little game, right? You get tokens for posting and interacting, so once somebody finds a cheat in the game, what do they do, right? They just use the cheat, and if that cheat gets you more game tokens, then you're definitely using that cheat. So I mean, you can't blame anybody for doing it. So it's just they gotta get back to the basics and start distributing back to everybody. I think personally, but that whole Minds feed gaming thing is it's not where I don't even check out the Plus feed anymore. It's like I just don't want to be a part of that. It's crazy because my last episode was one of my better Plus episodes, but it's not because anybody watched it. It's because they're gaming the system. Like I released my 11 million video that wasn't locked, and it did the same traction as the Plus feed. Like, please give me a break now.
And for a while, because I wanted to see if we could make Plus something like what it could have been or what it could be. And so I started posting a lot on Plus, and things were pretty good, in the beginning. And then, later on, I stopped, and then, the whole kind of, bot war thing, and then, I started posting again on Plus every now and then, not as much as I used to. And then I noticed, oh, shit, because I always would look, Plus, and I would look, new people will like it, and then I found, Ally and Spirit, and, these other, creators. But then now I start looking, someone liked me, and it's like, oh shit, this is some Indian bot.
yeah.
This is some Korean bot.
69,000.
This is not a
Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. It happens. And they're gonna figure it out, and they're gonna fix it, and they're gonna change it so it's fair again. I need me. Oh, I got this. I got me some pineapple liquor. It's Malibu pineapple.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I got that because all the coconut was gone, right? So I was like, fuck it, I'll get the pineapple and then just get a coconut drink instead of getting the coconut and a pineapple drink, right? It's the best decision ever. This pineapple is delicious.
I've had that one before, it's pretty good.
Yeah, man. I'm glad that we're getting on the Anchor and doing podcast stuff. Yeah. Anywho. We got the movie night coming up, right?
Yeah, Saturday, right?
Yeah,
And
Saturday.
you said you had the movie and everything?
Yeah, everything's set up as far as I know. And last time I checked, it was all set up.
As far as I know.
So yeah, we're just we're gonna hang out in Jitsi and watch Tron, and yeah. So I think we'll have to do that more often. Like after that, because that's the birthday movie, and then after that we'll have to do like a movie like every once in a while. I think that should be like the get together of all the people on Minds that that have been on the show or that do podcasts or anything like that. Mm-hmm. Can all have a movie night like once a month.
We're always talking about movies too. So we'll always that's one of our standard questions answering about a movie.
No, yeah.
And then we could just have a list, people.
Yeah. Well, we always got some topics, to bring up.
We gotta. I bring up that one movie we gotta put on the list, The Cube. I have it somewhere.
Yeah. We got The Cube. Yeah, we gotta make the list out. Of course, all the Matrixes have to be on the list. And then I want at least one Harry Potter movie on the list.
Okay. And maybe that's another thing that we do. We'll have what's your favorite Harry Potter or whatever, and then we'll have a battle to see which one we watch.
Yeah. Just like we do with the games, like the Sonic vs. Mario.
Yeah,
right?
Sonic, which one? You have to decide.
You have to pick on our show. Whose side are you on? Sonic or Mario?
Sonic or Mario?
Evil Mario?
Evil Mario?
Yeah.
Michael Studios, whatever, he recommended a movie that one time, Synchronic or whatever, and it's on Netflix. I watched it the other day. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, basically, which was weird, it's supposedly a synthetic DMT that they take in a pill, and I had problems with that, technically speaking, if it was a synthetic DMT, you would have to smoke it to get the effects of it.
Okay.
I'm just saying unless they have some science that I don't know about. But let's put that on the side. But okay, so anyways, there's this synthetic DMT that people are taking, and supposedly, if they're young, they have a more fluid third eye, and they're able to time travel, and then they get stuck in time travel, and these kids are disappearing. And then if you're older, you kind of die because you can't handle it or whatever. Okay. Anyways, so they're paramedics, and one of the guys has a teenage daughter, and she takes it and disappears. And his partner has this weird, I think this weird thing with his pineal gland that he has a young one or whatever. I don't know. And that he's able to time travel to go back, and he figures this out, and so he's doing it, and everybody thinks he's spiraling out, and he is kind of spiraling out, but he's actually taking this drug and time traveling, and that's why he's yeah, it's pretty interesting. It was pretty trippy. It's funny. Yeah. It kind of reminded me of Salvia.
Okay.
I can see that.
Yeah. Have you ever seen of Mice and Men? Yeah. The book's way better, but I like the movie too. Yeah.
I like the book.
I love that movie, man. That puts everything in a 360 spin. I think if it's anybody, it's not mice, but it's cockroaches that rule the world. By the way. Definitely, because they don't die. You can't kill them. No matter what you do, there's always going to be cockroaches.
Yeah. There's this book that I read back in college, and it's by Oscar Zeta Acosta, and he's the attorney for Hunter S. Thompson. So in Fear and Loathing, you have the Benicio del Toro guy. That's his attorney, but so his real name is Oscar Zeta Acosta. and he wrote this book called The Revolt of the Cockroach People. And he was talking about, like, Hispanics, and he says that, you know, they try to, like, stop us out, but, like, they can't kill us, and we're everywhere. And then that's basically, that's why he used that title, the Revolt of the Cockroach People. This is, like, during, like, you know, like, Chicano power in, like, this, in the 70s. It was just kind of funny, that title, The Revolt of the Cockroach People.
I'll have to check that one out.
Oh yeah, that guy's crazy though. Well, you've seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, right?
Yeah.
So you know how like crazy that is, and like that the book too, Revolt of the Cockroach People by Oscar Zeta Costa is just as crazy too. It's like, you know, he's like a lawyer and like these kids get killed by like cops or something. I don't know. He's like there's some trial, and then like he goes to court, and then like afterwards he goes to bars and like gets into fights and like does other things. And like he ends up like later on it ends with him like escaping to like Mexico in the book, and then but in, like in real life he goes down to Mexico, but he like disappears, and like no one knows like really what happened to him. Like he probably like got killed by a cartel or something. I don't know. But like there's like a real mystery of like he just like disappears one day, like goes down to Mexico to hide out and like never seen again.
He probably, you know, started his own tobacco farm and is now making cigars and is doing just fine. Okay?
Just doing fine.
Just hanging out on the beach.
Mining Bitcoin in some cartel warehouse. Right.
I wonder how much Bitcoin the cartel has.
I bet a lot.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they have a bit. Or maybe they're like, no. Cash is easier to manipulate. Because cash is hard to trace, man. It passes hands way too much.
Yeah, that's something like bad thing about like having too much. Like having, let's say you have a lot of money, like a cartel, and you can have too much of your money in Bitcoin because then like it's hard to be liquid if you need it.
Yeah. Like, could you imagine trying to do like an on-the-fly drug sale with Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me make sure that the gas prices are okay.
I know. You'd be extra tons just on the gas that you
Yeah.
From like one day to the next, right? You know what's funny about that is like, you know, depending on the day, you know, the gas is like whatever, and then, you know, sometimes too it takes forever because like, you know, whatever, and then you get kind of like panic. Imagine your movie like
$100
and all day you're like waiting pending. Oh, do you want to speed it up? And you have $1 million more. You can just speed it up.
Yes, I would.
and then you have to explain it to some like fucking crazy like Colombian cartel guy. That's like, why did the transaction go through? It's like, it's Ethereum. I don't know. How many people have died because of that?
I'm shooting a person every 20 seconds.
Yeah. Just because he doesn't understand Ethereum and gas prices, right?
Yeah. Oh, man, that'd be terrific. That's a great movie. We need to make that movie.
Yeah. You know, it would be like some stoners. They go down to like Colombia and like they party or whatever. And then like they start talking about like crypto, and it's like a young Colombian like cartel guy, and he like brings them in, and he and then they get wrapped up into it, right?
Yeah. And then it all goes south. We can call it, dude, where's my wallet?
Dude, where's my wallet? That's too perfect. That's what it is, right? You know, they get super stoned, right? And they eat like an edible, and they black out, and then they wake up, and the next thing they know, they're like some Ethereum mining farm in the Colombian jungle.
Oh God!
You told me you had a second layer of Ethereum where we pay 0 gas fees.
We know it's coming.
Yeah. You have a week or we kill your whole family.
That's going to be the spinoff of Scotty Saves the Universe. He's going to collect bitcoins in version 2. Oh, man.
Racing Elon to the moon.
Yes. Oh, my God. That'd be great.
Dude, where's my wallet? We have at least had to make a fake trailer for that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And it's got to be like a good 2-minute trailer. So.
Yeah.
If you were like, with some random date on it, like coming 3049.
Yeah.
Like, what? Wait a minute. What do you mean?
Dude, that's when we get Corey in here and he'll do a deep fake of Bill and we'll just superimpose Bill's face on the actor. We'll hire Ashton Kutcher, but we'll deep fake Bill's face onto Ashton Kutcher. And then
Yes. Oh my God! We got to get Bill on a show though, bro.
Yeah.
We got to invite him over, man. Like so many people would just like bombard him. Like so many people would just hop on and be like, "Oh yeah, let's all talk now."
But yeah, I think that's the perfect way to end things and a starting point for a mini project. You know, I was like, you know, when you said you have a Minds promo, I've always I had this idea of making like fake ads, and so like I had this idea for a bucket full of books that we created this fake ad for this reality show called A Lost Paradise, and it was a reality show of poets trying to find love. And so like it would just kind of be like funny, like an ongoing joke that we were supposed to be doing, and then like we'd make an actual like trailer for it. But dude, where's my wallet? Like we need to make like a trailer for it. And then like we like put it in, you know, and like it's an ad for us.
Like right in the middle of the episode, like where they would normally put like the ad for, you know, condoms or something.
It would be, dude, where's my wallet? Coming to a dinner near you. And everybody would be like, what the hell? Is this the real thing? And we don't say if it is or not. Like we just keep
we just move on with the show. We just keep going. If you missed that episode, then you don't know.
If you don't listen to this bonus episode, you'll never know.
That's something else though, like now that we're on the podcast. Oh man.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man? How's it going, bro?
It's going.
Perfect timing. Now you get insider information of what's going on right now. We just had this idea, and we'll do it. But I forgot how we just started talking, and we came up with this idea for a movie, and it's called "Dude, Where's My Wallet?" And these basically the idea is that it's basically like a "Dude, Where's My Car?" but these kids get really high and they black out, and they end up having this contract to move cartel money via Ethereum. Or are they going to kill the whole family? And then it's going to my wallet.
He's like, I'm trying to see the problems.
Why there's a gang involved and shit? That's mistake.
And then like they can't transfer the money, or the money takes too long to transfer, so they like have to run from the cartel.
Yeah, it's like pending for the whole day, and they're trying to explain to the cartel boss about Ethereum and gas fees, and that everything's just slow right now. And then
It'll be fun,
At
man.
the end of the day, they should like leave their computer unlocked and someone like buys a crypto kitty with it or something.
Yes.
That's how it ends. That would be funny.
Yeah.
Well, you might be able to auction this back and get the money.
Don't worry. In 5 years, your money will triple in this NTF.
Yes.
You can breed it with another one. It's a gold mine.
So what have you been up to, man? You getting into anything fun, Corey?
Not too much. Just trying to get back into running a little bit and just kind of working on some side things. Nothing exciting really though.
Are you in the running group? Are you in the running group chat? Cool.
I just saw it pop up like a second ago. Someone said something. It was kind of like low key. I think there's like only like 4 people when I joined, but it seems to be a bit bigger now.
Yeah. Now that you're in it, of course.
It was what was it? Last time we talked was like 2 weeks ago, so I think it like maybe doubled in size, maybe or yeah, it's solid. It looks like there's about like 10 people.
Yeah, it's good.
It'll grow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so we're gonna make a fake trailer for our movie.
Nice.
The movie will be out in 3033.
And only if you hear this bonus episode would you know that it's a joke. But we're not gonna.
Yeah, we're gonna put it right smack down in the middle. Yeah. Happy birthday.
Oh damn! I gotta wish her happy birthday. Actually.
Yeah. Well, we just did, right? Happy birthday, Meg.
Wait, is she here? Oh no.
No, she's not.
Wait, are we live or something?
No, we're recording.
Oh, that's what I mean, recording. Okay.
Yeah, it will be posted somewhere eventually at some point.
Okay.
Hey,
we did.
Corey, I've been playing this game. What is it called? Gods Unchained or whatever. But it's on this like So it's a card game, and then it's kind of like Magic: The Gathering. But anyways,
I've heard of it. They're kind of There's a crowd, like there's a very popular like video game or like a card game that was like on Steam or something, and they were like started censoring Hong Kong. So like these guys, they're like, hey, come and join our crypto game, and that's how I heard about it. I was like, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
I remember the Steam monster. Yeah, I remember that game. But anyways, the immutable platform on top of it is basically like OpenSeas, but for these like game NTS. But yeah, we were just talking about it because Bill said like in a year that we'll be able to do NTS on Minds, and me and Mindscape was like, oh, what is that going to look like? And I said, oh, it's probably just going to be like an embed of OpenSeas or something.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, it depends. It's like, it's advancing. There's all these, like, you know what I mean? The way it is right now is going to be completely, like, different in the past from, like, a year from now. We'll see. Especially in terms of gaming, there's going to be some huge advancements in NFTs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, the race is on for quantum computing right now, right? That's the big thing right now. It's like they want to make an unhackable internet.
Yeah, I haven't heard about too much of it being in like production. I know they're making like, as far as quantum computing, they're like definitely making strides though. I just don't know when we're gonna see any of that.
Yeah.
A little bit still.
Sooner than later, honestly. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I saw some
experimenting with algorithms that can like, because the quantum computing, it does extremely well and can break certain things, but there's different ways of framing the problem apparently where you can like make it like resistant even, like where the quantum, like it's just not geared to solving that.
Interesting. It's fun. It's always fun to find those things though. That's what makes us different than machines, right guys?
Yeah.
Or at least we think so. We have better. We have some chips somewhere that we don't understand.
Yeah, that's what Michael recommended this movie Synchronic, and I was talking about it earlier with Minds Gaming, and so in the movie they invent this synthetic DMT, and then the side effect is like time travel. And I'm just like when you talk about the chip or coding or uncoding, like
yeah.
There's already cheat codes out there.
You got to grab the mushroom to cheat, man. All the cheat codes are out there somewhere. I was watching tubes on. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, just because you were talking about it, but Corey, I don't know how much you've been paying attention to Minds, the card game.
Oh no, I haven't seen any updates since maybe when I was commenting way back in the day.
Yeah.
yeah. You got to check out the board that you can play it on the website and
cool.
Yeah. It's only single player, so we got to hook it up to a node or something to our server to figure out multiplayer. But we'll figure that out down the line. But right now, you can just play with it single player.
But
that'll be cool.
We're thinking of doing like these special cards, and we're just coming up with like a mushroom card. So I was thinking, like maybe like groups, and like within that you get like special abilities. And I was just saying, like you get like a troll card that like makes you draw like 2 more cards, or you have a spam card that makes the opponent lose a turn, And then we're like for the creative ones, like you have a mushroom one, and like one that like makes you see like your opponent's like next 4 cards, or like makes you have
I'll try to come up with some power up ideas.
Yeah, and that'll be like the fun thing is like as we go along, people, especially in the near future when we can start minting these like on Minds as NTFs, and like anybody who teams up with somebody, they can design their own cards, and then like do have not only a card that you can specially use in the game, but something that's unique.
It's based off. Use those for the game. It'd be cool if you put them as an NFT or whatever, but you don't have to. Like I just want to see some more cards out there that other people will create.
That'll make the game fun.
Is there like a collective place that when each of us like joins and does a single player, do they get like is there like a master deck where you can kind of like the AI that you play or whatever in the single player mode? Do they have like everyone's cards combined?
The single player mode has all the cards. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not the newest 2, but yeah, all the rest. I haven't added them in, but yeah, for the most part, I try to keep it updated. As soon as I add a card, I try to put it on there.
How's the VR going? Have you guys done anything with that these days?
The VR is, it's the VR. We got the hubs going, where we can watch movies in the hubs together. We can build in the hubs together. We can do that. The VR, all the links are working. We got the game, the Seek game in the background that you can do. But we haven't really gotten to the main game that we're building, because we need some more design time on that. You can always come help us code, Corey.
I definitely want to have a moment to be able, because it sounds cool. It's just like I've been so bogged down and like behind on everything. It's just you haven't seen me for like weeks.
No. I get the same way. Like it was funny because like I hit my 11 million views, and then like I went quiet for like 4 days because my work just got packed, and like I couldn't get online. I couldn't do anything. Like I just needed that time like to be away. But you got to take your breaks, man. You got to step away and do it. Yeah, you got to do. Keep your sanity. You know what I mean, Story?
For sure.
How do you take like planned breaks, Corey, or are you just one of those that he gets busy and then just takes breaks? I can tell by his phone.
Yeah, I take a lot less breaks than I should. I really don't plan them.
Yeah, me too. I should definitely take more, but I'm just so hyperactive. That ADHD just kicks in. I'm all at it.
Yeah.
Well,
Corey, have you seen any movies? Any good movies lately?
Ooh, to be honest, full-length movies, no. I've just been all into TV, like just whenever. Those have been my little breaks.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I was watching. I've been watching these YouTube series. Man, I don't remember the creator's name, but they're actually. It's like Glitch in the Matrix series, like Glitch in Reality series or whatever. I think there are a bunch of different creators that do them or whatever. But there's like, people filming what they think are glitches in real life. Anyways, my favorite one so far is this car going down the highway and just slams into nothing. Like there's like the car in front of him goes, and then he goes in right behind him, and then it looks like he hits a brick wall, and just like there was nothing there.
That's weird.
Yeah. It's like, all right, how do you explain that shit, man?
Wait a second, hold on. I gotta see this video. So, I'm thinking, could this be like, did someone crash a car into a green screen or something?
Right. Like, I don't understand, like, what happened with that. Like, because the rest of them, you can kind of, you can guess or play with or be like, all right, there could be an explanation. That one, I'm just like, wait, that's not. Like, that's not a thing, right? Like, I can't drive down the highway and just smack into nothing, right? That can't be real. I hope that's not. But it's funny. One of the guys that I was watching one of the videos, he said that if you think that you see glitches in your reality often, honestly, you don't live a very interesting life because the processing power isn't focusing on you. Which is just funny, right? It's like, do something more interesting with your life, maybe.
Yeah, but wouldn't the opposite be true? Like, start, I guess, living your boring life so you can figure out what's really going
on? Right. I'd like to explore and try to find out things. Okay, I'm one of those people that like to collect things and capture things and build things. So if it's possible that I can find this, then I'm gonna look for it. All right.
But that's like I think part of this whole mythos that we're beginning to form around the game, and it like your character Minds Gaming is the one that finds the map for the labyrinth that we have to go to steal the fire from the gods. Like that's like your role.
We're getting there. It's an uphill battle, man.
Yeah,
it's an uphill battle. Let me tell you. Like, I didn't think we'd be able to get. I didn't see us being on an actual podcasting streaming service anytime in the near future.
Yeah.
We got that going. We got the VR going.
Yeah, slowly
we got the game
steady.
Going.
We got stuff going.
Moving forward.
Yeah.
Now we just need
we got a theme song that is in the works.
Yeah, we got our theme song coming by Eclipse Binary. Yeah, thank you very much for working on that for us.
Yeah.
And then we got our Minds promo for our episodes ready, thanks to ChristNat. So we got that to stick into our podcast episodes to try to bring people over to Minds for the podcasts that are streaming.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll have a fake trailer for our movie, Dude, Where's My
Yeah. And that's going to go right where the Minds promo would normally be. So it's like a real thing. It's going to be great.
And this is going to be the Dude, Where's My Crypto?
Dude,
Dude, where's my wallet? Dude, where's my wallet?
Then, okay, we're going to make this fake trailer. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, Corey. Then it's going to have a momentum of its own, and then we're going to actually make the movie, and we're gonna hire Ashton Kutcher to be the actor, but we need you to deepfake Bill's face onto him.
I love it.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome,
the movie gains momentum and it is in production. Ashton Kutcher is going to star in the movie, but it's going to be the face of the CEO of Minds.com.
That's amazing.
That would be so funny.
That'd be so awesome.
And just the whole time, like you have to make it so the face floats like an inch in front of his face. So every time like you turn, you can kind of see that it's the back of the face.
We'll definitely have a bunch of glitches in the Matrix.
Oh yeah,
in the movie.
Just like set coffee cups, so, like it's like.
I was watching a movie, or was it a TV show? I don't know. I was watching something, and they did that. You know, the discontinuity. Like someone was wearing like green socks, and then like in the next scene they were wearing red socks, and I'm just like, what the fuck? It was bothering me.
Oh yeah. That's. Or like when they're walking down the street and the purse is on like the right side of their shoulder, and then like they turn the corner and it's on the left side of their shoulder, and you're like, wait, what? What happened there, man? But yeah, we gotta have like big obvious ones though, where like they're walking down the street and there's no corner turn, like, but their jacket just changes. Like their entire outfit just changes as they're walking down the street.
Since we're using deepfakes in the movie, we could just have like a scene where their faces like switch. And they're like walking it's the same voice, but their faces are different, and it's just like a split scene, and then it goes back to the same
they switch, but they play the same roles with the rest of the movie. Great. Most confusing ever.
Like halfway through the movie, now you have Bill as the cartel. Like his face is on the cartel leader, and he's like trying to kill the guy, you know. But like they switch faces, and it just like confuses the fuck out of everybody.
And then at the end, right, where they get the they leave their computer key on the screen. You just see an AI pick it up, like an AI robot pick it up.
We gotta like end the movie with like anime boobies or something.
Oh yeah, we gotta have it.
Gotta have it.
And one troll in a random location.
We need quintessential minds, you know.
It's gonna be like an essential scene that like there's like so much just tension in the scene, and then just some random troll just walks up in the background.
What were the flat earthers always just call you? Ball lovers or something like that. Like they just like random like go into threads and just call everything like ball lickers or something like that.
That was it. Infinite 2D.
Yeah, just like just like, all the time. Oh man,
okay.
Flat earther.
Look, man, I'm all open to all worlds and all design. This is why, because if we're in a simulation, then there's a simulation of this exact world that is flat and that is in oval form, and that is in a pear form, and a clock form, and a turtle form, right? Mm-hmm. So if we're in a simulation, then all those other forms exist. So you believe we're on whatever world we're on, but how does that change the concept of life itself?
That was like the discussion I had with Lee Travis one time, and we were talking about like the flat earth thing, and you know, our thing was basically, you know, the more, which is similar to what you're saying, Minds Gaming, but this is more the shamanic point of view. It's like, you know, we build these narratives, and then like through perception we create the reality or whatever. And then I was like, so with that basic like philosophy, my only critique of the flat Earth is like, okay, let's say you are correct. It's like, but for me that makes the story a little flatter and not as great as the other story. So like I was like, I still don't get like what's this sudden illumination that I'm supposed to get if the Earth is flat and 2D. I mean, I had that experience on Salvia once. I felt like I was a gingerbread man on a crane. And I was trying to escape and jump out.
And I've also had the experience of the quote unquote 4D world, right? When you do shrooms and stuff, you kind of know a more 4D world. We can't really experience 4D, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So what if it is flat, if it is round, if it's oval, if it's a fucking turtle or a shark? What does that matter to me in this world and the life that I'm living in the game of life, right? Mm-hmm. If everything's a simulation and it's all code, it doesn't matter what your world is. Like, it can be a fucking diamond spinning. I don't care.
But to expand on that fact is like, for my own like thought of like thinking about that in the sense that I use it more in like Joseph Campbell's myth kind of thing. But I think about that like with creation stories. Those are like these like first cheat / mental map codes of reality. And like Douglas Rushkoff was the first one to put this idea in my head that like the Torah as source code, and that like in that sense, what you were saying, it doesn't matter what it is. It's like it's just running off of like it's an operating system, but it's like one of many that could be built upon it. Yeah. As long as it's like. Yeah, like Robert Anton Wilson's things about that is like he's not so concerned about like believing or whatever, but like as long as it works, then it works. Like he like did like these weird experiments with like psychedelics and like occult knowledge and all this kind of stuff. And he says, the chapel of Paris is when you get stuck of like why is it working instead of just like okay, this is like kind of like works. I don't know why, but it just happens. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just weird to think about because, like, we could all be perceiving a different reality as we're even talking, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you're not here with me, so I don't know what your actual reality is. Like, I assume your reality is the same as mine, right? Mm-hmm. Because we're on the same atmosphere, we're talking to each other online. So I assume your atmosphere is similar to mine. You live on Earth, but like I don't even know that you're really real, because unless you're here and physically in my world. Then
that was. I remember it was like I was in junior high. This is like my best friend at the time, and we're the friends of the family, and we go to Disney World. Like our both families go, and we're on the plane trip, and it takes like 4 hours to get there. And I forgot how old I was, like 12 or whatever. But my friend turns to me as we get out of the airport, and he's like, "How do we even know that we're in Florida? What about if we just like flew around this, LA, and we're just like on some other side of LA that we've never been at, and then like we're just walking out right there." And I just started thinking about that. I was like, you know what? I don't know.
Yeah.
People told me like I'm in Florida. Like, you know what I mean? Like they told me this plane does this, but I don't really know how this like works or like where I'm at or any of this shit.
Right. Just like your parents told you your hamster went to that hamster farm.
I just realized 2 years ago that there's no Santa Claus. Like, anything's possible now.
Exactly. What do you mean?
I'm not a Ninja Turtle?
No, but yeah.
That's always trippy.
Yeah. Reality is whatever you make it, man. Everything is whatever you perceive it to be. You perceive it that way, and it's crazy to think about, but it's what life is. It's whatever you want it to be.
there's this, and there's a movie too, Rules of Attraction, but it's based off a book by Bret Easton Allen. James Vanderbeek is in that movie. But anyways, it's a pretty good movie, but the book, so the opening scene is like this college party. It's called the End of the World Party. And there's 4 different characters, but in the book, each opening chapter is narrated by a different character. But it's the same exact like time sequence and party. So like you see the same conversation, but it's like slightly different in like each one. Like there's slightly different things that are like emphasized because it's from that person's perspective.
I got you. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. It makes sense.
And it's just like slightly different words that they perceive. It could be like, oh, you did a good job on that test. Oh, and then the next one is like, oh, you did an awesome job on that test. But like slightly different things like that. And then like it kind of like trips you out as you read it and you realize like that's how like everybody's perception is from their perspective is slightly different than everybody else's.
I've always wondered that about when I ask people what they said. Like if I didn't hear them the first time, I'm like, huh, what'd you say? I've always wondered if everybody thinks they understood or heard you, does anybody really question what you said? Yeah. Because if I think I know what you said, I'm not going to ask you what you said, right? Like with my kid, sometimes I don't understand and I'm like, what'd you say? Like I heard him, but I didn't understand the word, right? So I got to clarify what he's saying. But if I think I heard you correctly, then I'm not going to ask you to clarify yourself. So we could all be hearing something completely different every time we hear a conversation and just never ask about it. It's weird.
Well, that's I think you notice this like later, like living with somebody or friends or basically in like relationships. It's like you like, especially if you're like in a fight or whatever, like it doesn't matter what you're saying. Like I remember my ex, we had this mutual friend of ours, and then like he told me one time, it doesn't matter what you say, she's gonna take the opposite, exact opposite of like whatever, just because you say it. And I was like, you're right, like but like that kind of stuff, like it doesn't matter, like I could say, oh, this is a good idea, and she'll like take the opposite position, but like if someone else would say it, then she'll be like all for
it. Oh man. Yeah, you got this people, man. Corey, did you look up that video yet? Did you watch it?
No, I didn't. I was gonna do it after the conversation. But yeah, I might as well do it with the sound off. Why not? What was it called? It's called reality something, right? Reality glitches.
Glitches in reality.
Yeah, glitches in reality or something.
Okay.
Well,
but yeah.
On that note, I gotta get going.
All right. Yeah. We should wrap up. And so it's getting late. Corey, thanks for dropping by, man. Definitely come by our next one, man. Come hang out with us.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, man.
And we'll get more into blockchain, NTS, because I often think about that too. Like there's portions of my life. I think this is for everybody. Like it's just regular and everything like that. But then like there's all of a sudden, whether it's like something that I created creatively and or gets reflected in like the crypto space, like all of a sudden, one day it's like, oh, this, like even with that immutable thing that I found the other day, like, we were talking the other day in this show, and we were saying, about later on games using NFTs better and like integrating crypto, like this would change everything. And then, all of a sudden, like I find something that's like very similar to what we're talking about. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like almost like instantly.
Yeah. No, boom, it was just there. Like the VR. Like we were talking about the VR world.
And then we find the hubs
creating a world, and I was like a week later, I was like, oh look, there's this social media that is all VR related.
Yeah.
It's just weird, man.
It's just like crazy, I just think, and it in one respect, sometimes it seems like it's a long time, but then like it just seems to just like happen, not that long ago you were having discussions in the crypto space, like, oh, imagine if Mine's token had any value. And then, like,
no, I remember having the conversations like that were, oh, imagine if Mine's token were crypto. Like, I remember those conversations.
And then, like, to think where we are now in that respect, like, now we're it's like, okay, how do we use NFTs to its full potential? Can we add like a second layer and integrate it into Minds, where we could swap? And that's all of a sudden, within a year, it's gonna be here. Like it's gonna be.
It's crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's all what you perceive it to be, man.
For sure.
All right, man. Let's wrap up.
Yeah.
Later. See you, Gore.